Knife! Drop the fucking knife! What? Shooters! Don't fucking kill him!
Healer's coming up.
Don't move! Don't move! Don't move! Put the gun down! Stop! I'm trying to...
On April 29, 2022, Hyde Park police officers responded to a domestic disturbance at a residence on North Cross Road in Dutchess County, New York. A 34-year-old woman, Jamie Fife, had called 911, claiming she was being physically and verbally abused by her partner. The call prompted a rapid response from local law enforcement, and officers arrived on scene to separate the individuals and assess the situation.
Back here for me.
Watch, knife!
Upon arrival, officers quickly attempted to establish control and de-escalate the conflict. Fife was spoken to directly, and officers tried to secure a safe perimeter while speaking with both parties involved. During this tense interaction, Fife suddenly pulled a folding knife from her back pocket and pointed it at Officer Joshua Kemledge. Despite repeated commands to drop the weapon, she did not comply, and instead advanced toward the officers in a threatening manner.
Knife! 911, send an additional, we got one at gunpoint! Fuck, back! Knife!
The situation escalated in an instant. Officers deployed a taser in an attempt to subdue Fife without lethal force, but the device failed to halt her advance. With the knife still raised in closing distance, Officer Kemledge was forced to respond with his firearm. Shots were fired, and Fife was struck. Officers immediately secured the scene, providing assistance and attempting to control the threat. The woman was pronounced dead at the location.
Knife! Drop the fucking knife! Taser! Get down! Shooters! Don't fucking kill him! Don't fucking kill him! No! We're gonna kill him! No! What the fuck? Get off of her! Get off of her! Don't fucking kill me! Don't fucking kill me!
From the moment officers arrived, the scene was chaotic and dangerous. Body camera footage later revealed the intensity of the encounter, showing Fife ignoring multiple warnings and continuing her aggressive advance. Officers had very little time to react, and the lethal force used was a direct response to the immediate threat she posed. The encounter unfolded rapidly, leaving only seconds for decision-making as lives were at risk. The incident was thoroughly investigated by the New York State Attorney General's Office of Special Investigation. Investigators reviewed body camera footage, witness statements, and all physical evidence to determine the justification of the officer's actions. It was concluded that the use of deadly force by Officer Kemledge was warranted given the immediate threat presented by Fife. The investigation confirmed that all appropriate protocols were followed during the confrontation, and no criminal charges were filed against the officer. Case 2. On July 28, 2025, the Reno Police Department received an urgent call reporting an active shooter at the Grand Sierra Resort and Casino, located at 2500 East 2nd Street in Reno, Nevada. It was just after 7:25 a.m., and officers knew every second mattered.
98 and 9423.
Right here.
Guests and employees were streaming toward exits as panic spread across the casino's floors. Dispatch immediately alerted multiple partnering agencies, and within 2.5 minutes, Reno officers arrived on scene, ready to confront the threat.
98 and 9423.
Right here.
Put the gun down! Shots fired!
The suspect, later identified as 26-year-old Dakota Hoover, was in the northwest parking lot of the resort when officers made contact. Without hesitation, Hoover raised a 9mm Glock handgun and fired at the responding officers, striking a patrol vehicle multiple times. 2 bullets tore through the top portion of the windshield. A third hit the right front passenger side tire, causing it to deflate, and another bullet struck the front right portion of the bumper. The officers quickly returned fire, engaging Hoover with precision, and eventually stopped his advance, striking him multiple times and ending the immediate threat. Throughout the engagement, Hoover remained armed and continued firing sporadically, prompting officers to take cover and return fire when necessary. The rapid and coordinated response by the Reno Police Department, along with partner agencies and resort staff, exemplified law enforcement's focus on protecting innocent lives under extreme pressure. The suspect was eventually taken into custody, given first aid, and transported to a hospital. During the exchange, several bullets from Hoover's gun had damaged the patrol vehicle, highlighting just how close officers came to serious injury. The response at the Grand Sierra Resort demonstrates the intensity and precision required in an active shooter situation, where seconds determine survival and the actions of trained officers make the difference between chaos and containment. Case number 3. On May 29, 2025, Chicago police officers were on patrol in West Humboldt Park when they attempted an investigatory stop on 19-year-old Nathaniel Feierang. The reasons for the stop were not publicly disclosed, but as officers approached, Feierang suddenly fled on foot, sprinting across a nearby yard. The officers gave repeated verbal commands, urging him to stop, but he did not comply, prompting a brief pursuit. Feierang darted behind fences and through backyards, weaving between parked cars as officers followed closely. When officers finally caught up to him, a struggle broke out as they attempted to detain him. During the confrontation, Feierang's firearm discharged, striking one of the officers in the leg.
I got shot in my head, buddy!
I got light!
Stop reaching!
Stop reaching!
Hey,
Shoot me, nigga!
Stop!
I'm trying to...
The officer immediately took cover while calling out over the radio that he had been shot. Other officers, observing the threat, returned fire, striking Feierang in the course of defending themselves and attempting to subdue the situation.
Andrew, stop! Shots fired! Shots fired! Granted calls.
256 to ready. Shots fired at the police.
Andrew, you good?
Send ambulance.
Andrew's hit!
Give me it. Tourniquet.
The scene was chaotic. Neighbors watched from behind locked doors and windows as the tense encounter unfolded. The sound of sirens grew louder as additional units arrived to provide support, establishing a perimeter and ensuring bystanders were kept at a safe distance. Every second counted as officers worked to control the situation and protect both themselves and the community.
Timestamp for the tourniquet squad.
Andrew, I got you.
Hey, offenders here. I got a gun right here. Hey, I shot. Okay. All right.
Feierang was struck multiple times during the exchange of gunfire. Officers quickly called for medical aid, securing the scene and attending to both the wounded officer and Feierang. The injured officer was treated on site and transported to a nearby hospital, where he was released the same day with non-life-threatening injuries. Feierang, however, was pronounced deceased at the hospital. Law enforcement recovered a firearm from the scene, confirming that it had been discharged during the struggle.
You got the keys on you, Andrew?
Throughout the incident, officers maintained their focus on de-escalation where possible while responding to an active threat. The situation highlighted the split-second decisions law enforcement officers must make when faced with an armed and fleeing suspect. The tension of the moment, the rapid escalation from a simple investigatory stop to a life-threatening encounter, and the precise response by the officers reflect the unpredictable and dangerous nature of policing in urban neighborhoods.
Get him in Sergeant's car! Get him in Sergeant's car!
Open.
Get in there!
Get in there.
Slide. Get in with him, man!
The Civilian Office of Police Accountability, COPA, is conducting an investigation into the events, reviewing body camera footage and other evidence from the scene. The pursuit, the struggle, and the exchange of gunfire all remain central to understanding what occurred in West Humboldt Park that night, offering a detailed record of a rapidly unfolding and deadly encounter between law enforcement and a young suspect who chose to resist. This incident underscores the risks officers face in split-second confrontations and the tragic outcomes that can result when compliance is not met during encounters with armed individuals. Number 4. On July 12, 2025, Amherst police officers were dispatched to a residence on the 4800 block of North Bailey Avenue following a report of a domestic disturbance.
Raquel Grant is in the house. He's not supposed to be in there.
Okay.
He put his hands on my niece like a week ago.
Okay.
Officers were quickly informed that the suspect, 26-year-old Raquel Grant, had 2 active warrants, elevating the potential risk of the encounter. The first officers to arrive on scene were Lieutenant Matthew Labuglio and Officer Aiden Vangelov.
Check radio.
There you go.
I'm not too far if you want to keep doing service.
In the garage, maybe? I don't know. All right. You want to watch the back? I don't know. 22 radio.
As they approached the home, they attempted to make contact with Grant by calling out to him from outside the residence, hoping to resolve the situation without direct confrontation.
She's saying that he's in there with 2 knives with 2 other dollars. Just I'll have you wait out here, okay?
Just wait outside.
Wait out here.
I know.
Okay. Is he threatening to do anything with these men?
He was
Okay.
just washing dishes.
Okay.
They might be trying to use it toward him.
All right. Stay on the back. I'm gonna open the door and call him out. Let's.
Instead of responding peacefully, Grant exited the rear window of the house armed with 2 large knives, immediately charging at Officer Vangelov. Within seconds, Vangelov was stabbed in the arm and shoulder. Lieutenant Labuglio attempted to deploy his taser, but the device failed to make contact. Amid the chaos, Officer Vangelov managed to kick Grant, creating a brief separation between himself and the suspect. Despite this, Grant remained aggressive, pressing forward with the knives raised, showing no intention of surrendering. Recognizing the imminent threat to their safety, both officers drew their service weapons and fired at Grant. A total of 5 rounds were discharged, striking him in the side and elbow. From the moment Grant exited the window to the time officers used lethal force, the entire encounter lasted just 6 seconds. During this extremely brief but violent confrontation, the officers were forced to make split-second decisions to protect themselves and neutralize the threat.
Shots fired. We have 1 suspect down.
After the immediate threat was stopped, officers provided aid to both Grant and Officer Vangelov. Emergency medical personnel were called to the scene, and both individuals were transported to the Erie County Medical Center for treatment. Officer Vangelov's injuries were non-life-threatening, while Grant was seriously injured. The rapid escalation from a routine response to a life-threatening encounter highlights the dangers law enforcement officers face during domestic disturbance calls. Grant's sudden and violent actions turned what might have been a controlled situation into an immediate fight for survival.
Get gloves on. You're gonna need a chest seal on there. He's got a bullet hole in the side there.
Talk to the chest seal, talk to the chest seal. Give me gauze to wipe up the blood.
Yes, I'm looking to go up the line.
Lieutenant Labuglio and Officer Vangelov acted decisively, balancing the need to neutralize the threat while minimizing harm to themselves and others. The encounter exemplifies the split-second decisions officers are required to make when confronted with armed and aggressive suspects. This incident serves as a reminder of the intensity and unpredictability of law enforcement work, especially when suspects are armed and confrontational. Every action taken by the officers was calculated under extreme pressure to protect lives. Number 5. On May 8, 2025, the Ocala Police Department received a call about an armed robbery at the TD Bank on Southeast 17th Street. A man had entered the bank armed with a firearm, demanding cash from the tellers, and left with over $6,900. Officers quickly learned that the suspect was 37-year-old Randall Williford, who fled the scene in a black pickup truck accompanied by 34-year-old Amanda Bishop driving and 36-year-old Andre Baker as a passenger. The vehicle was immediately spotted by patrol units, sparking a high-speed chase that reached speeds of up to 90 miles per hour.
Falcon, white traffic, speeds 90.
Williford's pickup rolled into a retention pond near Southeast Merricamp Road, right next to the Southern Pig and Cattle Restaurant. As the vehicle came to a stop, Williford exited holding a firearm and immediately ran on foot. Officers quickly converged on his location, issuing repeated commands for him to drop the weapon. Williford ignored the orders, facing officers with the gun still in hand.
Westbound 38th Street, heading back out towards Temple rollover.
Despite the tense situation, the officers remained composed. They used their training to contain the threat, and when Williford failed to comply, engaged him with gunfire. Williford was struck in the wrist, sustaining a non-life-threatening injury. Officers immediately provided first aid, applying a tourniquet to control bleeding while securing the area to ensure the safety of everyone nearby. Emergency medical personnel were quickly on scene to provide additional care, and Williford was transported to a hospital for treatment.
Fuel's coming up.
Don't move! Don't move! Don't move!
Welfare Station. Shots fired. Shots fired. We're going to EMF now. Denver, shots fired.
Bishop and Baker were also apprehended at the scene, and law enforcement confirmed that all suspects were taken into custody without further incident. Multiple agencies, including the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, were involved in investigating the officer-involved shooting and the broader robbery. The rapid response and coordination between local agencies ensured the situation was controlled within minutes. Officers acted decisively under extreme pressure, containing a dangerous suspect who had already demonstrated a willingness to threaten the public with a firearm. Their efforts prevented additional injuries and secured the apprehension of all individuals involved. From the moment the call came in to the point of apprehension, the incident highlighted the risks officers face daily, as well as the critical importance of training, communication, and rapid decision-making in high-stress situations where lives are on the line.